big pond, small lake, whatever you like to call it. It's gonna use right now. I'm using a Texas rig with a Magnum trick worm in the color of green pumpkin. And this is the color I was always taught by the older gentlemen to use because it is a go-to color. It looks very average, very normal, just a brown. I'll tell you what, these fish love them. Now what you want to do right now, fish aren't biting too much right now. Come on down, Mark, making an instructional video on how to soak the lure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna soak this baby, you know, 'cause sometimes people get impatient. They'll throw the lure in, they'll reel a little bit, and it's a worm. You want to move it on the bottom. That's why I got the weight. You see, it's the Texas rig. You got the weight. It keeps it on the bottom. Worms ain't swimming through the water. They're sitting on the bottom. It's supposed to represent a leech. Now, as this thing moves through the water, a lot of people get impatient. They think I ain't getting hits. Nothing's biting. Slow it down a little bit. When I mean slow it down, I mean slow it down. Soak that lure. Soak that lure in that spot. Make sure you get it there good and long. Let it sit. And another thing fishermen don't do all the time, I am a two-time pro bass fisherman of the year winner. And I have many sponsored brands, mainly Camel cigarettes and Red Bull. But I digress. A lot of people get a little impatient. You want to be patient? Soak that lure. Soak that lure. Like my brother right now, he's using a crankbait. Use a crankbait to find him, to locate him. Then you hone in on him with the Soakin plastic. So I'm just going to start soaking this lure over here. And I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to soak this little baby over here. A little vegetation. You get Frank, get the camera. God damn it, Frank. Get the cameraman, get this shit right here. Now, you better be sorry, aren't you? Fucking fired next time. Alright, so here we go. That's it. That's it. It's your last day with me, Frank. Kiss your ass goodbye. So I'm going to soak this little lure right over her. A little vegetation, you can't see it, but I'm going to soak it. Here we go. You know, you want to be patient. Like I said, you want to be patient. You don't want to just do this and start reeling and move that thing on the bottom and pop it up and do this. You know, that's a little too fast. Now, when they're moving slow, pop it, let it drop. So let it sit every once in a while. When you let it sit, those fish are always watching that. That worm, that jig, that crankbait. Well, crankbait they're chasing, but worms, anything soft plastic, jig wise, worm, jig, crawdad, Texas rig, Carolina rig, they're watching. And you know, even though that bait is stopped, they're still watching that bait. So I'm just gonna soak it a little bit right here in the shallows. They seem to be, you know, coming in the shallows as the heat of the day cools off. See what we can get here. Okay. You win some, you lose some. But patience. Patience is the name of the game. We'll go over in some high vegetation over here. See what we can get. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. That is just gorgeous right there. And I bet you I get a little largemouth out of this one. Here we go. I don't know if y'all can see this, but here we go. Here we go, a little tappy tap. Could be a bluegill though. They like the best of your lures. Bite the crisp, bite the crawdads. Pinchers off. See what we got here though. High vegetation. what I'm using equipment-wise. Right now I have a, oh, there's a hit, here we go, we got a fish on, ladies and gentlemen, we about to have a fish on, there he is, there he is, oh, he's a nice little guy, just a little guy, but he's nice, hey, rather catch one than none, rather catch small than none, hey, look at this little fella, probably about, oh, my phone dropped. I told you, you soak the lure in the vegetation and you get results, okay? Now this little guy right here, he's just a little feller. But let me tell you what, this is a beautiful, I'm sorry ladies and gentlemen, I just fired my cameraman Frank and I'm gonna have to do this myself, as usual. But see, you soak the lure, you be patient, and you'll get a little couple nice little largemouths like this. Now this ain't the biggest guy, he's a little baby. But you know what? You have fun. You get out here out in the outdoors and you catch a little something like this. Hey, it's a great day. Andy Berger signing off with a nice little probably 0.3, 0.4 pounder. But I hope he grows.